Hello YouTube, how you doing? My name's Nigel Karen. Hello YouTube, how you doing? Hello YouTube, how you doing? My name's... Hello YouTube, how you doing? Hello YouTube, how you doing? Bloody hell, this is uncomfortable on top of this ladder. Hello YouTube, how you doing? My name's Nigel Karen, and this is my real sign outside my real workshop where I make real suits of armour for real people. And in accordance with my Halloween tradition, look at that, got the golden hour now. It's just getting dark, this is my only chance. Right, in accordance with my YouTube tradition of doing something for Halloween every year, I thought I will do a quick video, but you can't do a video, can't record something on the 31st of October 2024 without mentioning what is about to happen in a few days, which of course is the US election. So I thought, well, I was going to do a joke about the US election, sort of Trump joke, and then I thought, oh no, that might offend a lot of people. So I decided not to do it. But what I was going to say was, I understand you're having election problems. Well, believe it or not, I once used to have election problems. Hard to imagine, with someone as virile looking as myself. And it was an easy fix, to be honest. All I did was I replaced every other cup of coffee with a glass of water. I got myself super hydrated, super relaxed. I was as loose as a goose, I gotta tell you. And before you know it, I went from being a sloppy Joe to being able to use mine to get the tire off the rim of a tractor trailer. It was like I was 71 again. My God, it was incredible. It was like I was 71. That was the joke I was going to do. So, luckily I decided not to do it. So, which side am I on? Well, what side are my customers on? That's interesting. Well, some of my customers are actually in the Trump administration. They sent me hats. So, I didn't want to wear the hat for this. I didn't want this to turn into an impression show. That would be cringe. So it's interesting, but I don't know what side of the fence my clients will be on, because I have a very careful vetting process. I turn down as much work as I accept, but not because of politics. Genuinely, I don't judge. I don't care what side of the fence you're on, where you're from, what you believe, providing it's within the law, of course. But so I think that my clients, because they sort of get my humour, that's the vetting process. Because making armour takes thousands of hours sometimes. So if you think this is Amazon, where I can press a button in there and something pops out of a 3D printer, you're very much mistaken. That is not how it works. So I have to take the customer by the hand and remind them that we're going to have to get to know each other, because this is going to take a long time. And that's how it works. So, interesting. I would like to know how many of my customers are on that side and how many on that side. Genuinely interesting. Anyway, good luck, America. You know what to do. Right, Halloween. This is meant to be a Halloween video. And what I really wanted to do was my song that I put on YouTube. It's meant to be crazy, by the way. It was just filmed on an iPhone. There's a big mistake. The first clip, for some reason, was 720p. And it was just thrown together on iMovie. But I say thrown together, it took months to make all the props. Two suits of armour in 1/12 scale, fully articulated, an actual fully articulated and working flying bat, a flying carriage, and I made a castle and several other accessories, because what's meant to happen is that there's a repeat in the YouTube video, which is a mistake. Mr. Pumpkin in the carriage, the camera leaves Mr. Pumpkin and comes back. Nothing basically happens. That's because I just thought, well, I'll just put it on YouTube because it is what it is. But what's meant to happen is when the camera comes back, Mr. Pumpkin is meant to press a remote control, a very whimsical looking remote control. That's the anachronism, a medieval remote control. Well, it's not really medieval because there's a flying carriage in there. It's all over the place, but within the my fantasy universe. He presses the button on the remote control, then we see a light go on inside the castle, a huge ratchet releases, and the portcullis comes down, and the carriage zooms through the castle. That was meant to be the end of the film, but that wasn't the time. So I've got all the props here, and I finished the remote control the other weekend, and I looked at how long this is actually going to take, and it really was going to be a week plus, and I can't do it this year. I haven't been able to do it this year because I'm working to 3 very tight deadlines and 3 separate suits of armour, and one of which is a jousting armour, one of which is the most exceptional Cuirassier armour, in fact the only miniature Cuirassier I've ever made, and the other one is a full bard for the horse en suite, to use its pretentious name, as in knight on horse. And there is actually another secret project, which again I can't talk about. There's always a secret project. Anyway, so that brings us to the interesting part of the video. I've decided to kick off. I said if this channel reaches 1,000 subscribers, and I don't like it when people ask for money. I don't like it when people just beg. It just winds me up. Making armour is how I make my money, right? I'd love this channel to make money, and then I would go out of my way to do the most informative videos, because I have my way of making armour, and I believe it's the correct way. I use traditional methods, using traditional tools, and I would like to share. I'm happy to do that, but it takes a long time, and I can't really drop off the tools and spend 2 weeks doing an instructional video, and then there's all the editing, etc, etc. Like this is just being filmed on my iPhone, which is an iPhone 8, a gift from my sister. My sister gives me her old iPhones. So I thought I'll have a competition when I get to 1,000 subscribers, but we're not at 1,000. It's 800 now, I think. So I thought we'll have a competition anyway. So it's in my pocket. What do you think this is? Now, if you know what that is, tell me where it goes, tell me its name, and put it in the comments below. And this is an actual giveaway. This isn't sponsored. I'm not sponsored by anyone. It's not even a monetized channel. I can't give you this one because this is now part of something which technically no longer belongs to me. This is a project I'm working on for someone. I will make you a smaller one, and I will put it in a frame or on a stand, you tell me, and I will send it to you free of charge as a gift. But because that's going to rip my pocket. By the way, this isn't finished. This needs probably 2 days to finish that. There's a lot of detail to go on there, and there's a lot of leather work. Bloody hell. Anyway, so if you know what this is, let me know. But because lots of people are probably going to know what it is, what I'll do is I will have a draw. I'll put the name in. I'll write your name on something metal, I think. A piece of armour, maybe a miniature piece of armour. I'll put it in a jar. I'll close my eyes and I will drop a magnet in the jar, and whichever piece comes out with the corresponding name on the inside you'll be the winner of a smaller one of these. And I think I'll do that all the time, and maybe that's a theme. Keep that as a theme. So yeah, so I think that's the Halloween video, really. So I just wanted to explain to you why I'm not making a joke about the election, and explain to you why I haven't finished the film that I really wanted to have finished, and explain that there is a competition. So happy Halloween and good luck during the election. I hope you will get what you want.